This is my very first stand-up comedy.
I'd first of all like to thank Michael Russell. He's an expert at this, and he's really encouraged me to do this. For the last couple of years, I've been trying to develop a sense of humor, and he thought this might help. When I was standing over there in the corner, I heard this little voice in the back of my head. It was my mother. She said, "Just because Michael jumped off a bridge, does that mean you have to jump off a bridge?" I guess we know the answer to that age-old question. I'm not used to feeling nervous. I think the last time I felt this nervous was the first time I was a virgin. At any rate, people struggle with my name. It's Thane, and it even happened to me tonight. I introduced myself to somebody new, and he said, "Thane, that's an unusual name." And I don't know what to say, except, I hear it every day. Kids like to tease other kids with strange names. My buddy Peter Stone got tired of the Stone Peter jokes, so he decided to go by his middle name, Richard. And you can figure out where that went. And all the teasing that I took growing up, Thane became Fane, became fungus. At ease, disease, there's fungus among us. I used to remind people that I have brothers Wayne and Blaine. Wayne is meaner and Blaine is bigger. Believe me, we've all suffered. At any rate, I really am enthralled with new technology, computers and electric cars and cell phones. Do you know that my cell phone has more computer power than what they had to go to the moon? I mean, can you imagine? Houston, we got a problem here. My battery's running down. And so I check out new technology all the time, and I decided to paint the ceiling in my apartment. And Home Depot has this new anti-gravity paint. They make it on the space shuttle. And the thing that's nice is you don't have to cover up your furniture because it doesn't drip. Being a farm boy, I'm always curious about new things in the grocery store. And I got to wondering about these boneless chicken breasts. So I get the car and I drive out to Palmdale there, and sure enough, I found this huge chicken farm. This free-range, boneless chickens. Just So I went over and talked to the farmer, and he said, "Yeah, we're working on skinless ones too." Out there in the desert, I got kind of thirsty, so I stopped at a corner store and went in, and they had these empty bottles. What's this? And the guy says, "Watch." Opens the top. The oxygen went in. There was 2 little pills in the bottom. The hydrogen mixed with the oxygen, and the bottle just filled up with water. And it's a lot cheaper because they don't have to haul around all that weight. Pasadena just had their art night weekend, and so they had this searchlight swinging around in the sky to attract people to come to the event. So I went over and I was talking to the guy. I said, you know, it's too bad you have to pay for this thing for 24 hours. You know, you can only use it when it's dark. And he says, oh no, you see this switch here? You flip this switch, and during the day you get a shaft of dark. You can use it for 24 hours. Maybe we should check that out for the We Make Movies International Film Festival is coming up. But I really hate designers. I mean, how many times have you bought a new phone before you got it home, it was out of date because some designer person decided to tweak the edge or something, and now you're going to go buy a new phone. But I'd really like to meet the person that decided that underwear didn't need a label in the back. I mean, for guys, it's kind of critical. We get them on the right direction. You know, I spend 10 minutes every morning trying to figure out which leg to put in which hole, because I don't want to make that mistake. I've made it a couple times. And you know that I used to be an economist, and economists worry about things like wasted man hours. And I was thinking the other day, do you know how many millions of wasted 14-year-old boy hours there were for all those guys that followed the fawns and learned how to unhook a bra from the back with one hand? By the time they could use that skill, some designer had moved the class to the front. And I have 3 vices: red cars, red wine, and redheads. Now, if you read Tom Robbins' book, Woodpecker Was Still Life, he explains the whole thing about redheads. And I was telling my younger son about I'd started dating this redhead, and I think it's something left over from Sharon Howard in the 3rd grade, you know, kind of that Charlie Brown moment. And he looked at me and he said, well, Dad, at least this time maybe you'll get to know whether she's really a redhead. Kids today, I don't know. Don't want to talk about politics. I mean, it's all around us, I guess. But Sanders and Warren were kind of sharing notes about their campaigns, and Warren would just put a little one of those yellow sticky notes on her press release or whatever, right? FYI, EW, send it over to his desk. And then there was that little dust up at the debate the other night. And she's still sharing her press releases with Bernie, but now it just says FY EW. Okay. Be kind to each other. Remember what your mother said. Wash your hands. And thank you.